Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Today is Friday, January 22nd, 2021. You know, it was just a few days ago. We're ringing in a new year, and we're already almost through the first month of the new year. Crazy how time flies like that. But that's the way it is these days. So thank you for stopping by. Video Game Club here. Appreciate it. As always, Aldo here. So thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Always nice to see people come on by. And just to give a quick introduction of what we do, this is every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's just an online place where people can come in and just hang out with me in vein of the library. Just me playing video games, rotating it every so often with a new game, and just to have the floor open for discussions and, just talk about anything video games. There's always news and always little tidbits going on. So as I'm playing the game, it's always nice to talk shop about games. So thank you for coming in. Bones, what's going on? How are you doing, my man? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to anyone else who's watching. So yeah, we do this every Friday, with the exception of holidays. Every Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. right here on the Norwalk Public Library YouTube channel. And, it's Friday. Hopefully you've had a wonderful week. Hopefully you have an even more wonderful weekend up ahead. A nice way to recharge for the week ahead. So just to celebrate, I'm wearing my shirt, which I was there. It's Aldo, almost a year ago now, when I had my own event at the Norwalk Public Library. It was really cool. I had it back in February 15th of 2020, right before our world changed and our world went upside down. So it was a really cool event that I was able to hold in the library itself. And it was really cool. I mean, as we get closer to the anniversary, I'll probably talk a little bit more about it, but I'm very proud of what I was able to achieve and what we were able to achieve at the library for the gaming community. It was very cool. TGIF, absolutely, Bones, TGIF, right? Good mantra to have. And yes, I'm wearing the shirt. I'm very, very, very proud of it. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and continue with our final. It should be our final installment here with Mutant Mudds Deluxe. We've been having a good time going through this game, and last week we actually beat it. Technically, we beat the main campaign. So now at this point, it's all extraneous content, all extra stuff. So the levels going forward are more challenging. They're more made for, I guess you would call, the seasoned or experienced player. So again, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this. If you look above me, if you like what you see, or if you're curious to see what the library, Norwalk Public Library, is all about, our social media handles are up above, right above me: Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So be sure to follow those. Again, as you can see, I'm playing video games here. So the library is not just books. A lot of people, and again, myself included, before I was working at the library, first thing you thought is, oh, well, it's just a bunch of books. But it's so much more. We do offer programs, as you can see, this video game related, obviously before the COVID world. But, we had other programs such as movie nights and activities for children. Authors would come in and give speeches, lectures about their books. It was just a deluge of content. But there's also a lot of things going on virtually. So definitely look into the social media handles of the library so you can be up to date on all of the virtual events that we host. Definitely make it there 1 year. I mean, the hope is that I can bring it back at some point. Just unofficially speaking, I would like to maybe do like a virtual meetup for the event, maybe for the anniversary, but this wouldn't be affiliated with the library. It would just be for me and just the people I've been able to network with at the event, just to hang out, I think it's the one important thing with with anything, community and you know, these virtual events that we have, it's a way for us to all keep together and to get to know each other, you know, especially with all of the things going on. Oh, whoops, I think I closed out the game. I'm sorry. Hey, Cassandra, what's going on? How are you doing? Happy Friday. You just missed it. I'm wearing my Aldo shirt. I was just talking about it a little earlier. Almost at the 1-year anniversary. It's amazing how time flies. It really is. So yeah, let me start the game up again. And let me get this going here. 1 and 2. Now the game should show up. All right, cool. So yeah, we are at the final, I guess the final countdown here for Mutant Mudds. So as you can see with the title screen here, I can switch between Grannie and the main character, which I don't think they ever gave him a name, to be honest. So you know what, we'll just call him, how about this? We'll call him Bones. Our main man Bones here on the title screen. But we've also got Grannie. Grannie is the VIP, the MVP of the game. So in total, we have 41 out of 60 total exits and all that. So again, the normal game is 40. There's an additional 20, which would be the ghost stages. So now with Grannie, we've got all the power-ups. We have all the power. We are good to go. So you know what? Let's, since last week, for those of you who were there, obviously Cassandra and Bones, you were there. I went through a few of the Grannie stages, which were tough. So we're going to move on to a couple of the ghost stages and see how those fare. Hey, you know, it's all about interacting with all of you fine folks. If you want to come in and take the time to hang out and chat, the least I can do is all in good fun and keep you all involved. So the ghost stages, you notice that the go through the mirror, it's the same general layout. So I don't know if every level is going to be a mirror of the original stage. But you'll notice the difference is there's only the main exit and then the icon for 100 sprites. So here it says I have 1 out of 20 of the, I guess you would call it the ghost sprites. Each stage has 100, just like the original. So yeah, we're going to go through these. Now again, these were available with the main character, Bones. And now that I have Grannie, technically the stages should be much easier to do. Assuming they're mirror images of the main stages, so we'll see. Seriously tough. Well, the Grannie stages were. The first ghost stage I actually did with Bones, and it was fine. So we'll see how it is with Grannie. Doesn't it have spooky music? See, the thing is, with these guys, you can't hurt them. So you really just have to avoid them. So it becomes all about timing. There we go. Now these guys... Oh, wait. Okay, this is a new gun. I have 10 bullets, so I presume it actually can let me get these guys. 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay. Oh, but they come back. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting mechanic. Okay, so it'll temporarily get rid of them. Okay. Oh, whoops. I took that the wrong way. I thought he was in the background. That was my fault. Okay, so with this gun, which has limited bullets, you can temporarily get rid of these guys. You want to duck, or else you get smushed. Don't want to get smushed. Okay, so it's an interesting mechanic, for sure. Alright, so we definitely... So the trick here is to duck. That way the platform won't get you. Alright. And duck. $96. 100. And now, boost up. Alright. So yeah, these stages aren't as bad as the Granny stages, but the big problem is, if you're so used to clearing out all the enemies, obviously you can't do that anymore. With the exception of that special gun, but the special gun only has a limited amount of ammo. And the ghost will only disappear for a few seconds, so it's not a permanent solution. Now, I may be looking at it wrong, but I think the stage was different than the second stage, so I think these stages are a bit altered. They are a little different. So yeah, it says we have 4 viewers. Thank you for watching. And again, welcome to the NPL Video Game Club. My name is Aldo. We're actually on, what, episode number 10 now, or I guess if you want to call it episode, installment number 10, so we're going for about 2 months. So welcome. If you like what you see, please let us know. Give a thumbs up button on the YouTube here. Also hit the subscribe button, that way you are notified when we go live, and also when we post up new content. We do this every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. and also there's a vast majority of other library content as well. Virtual programs, Zoom sessions, a lot of things going on. So that way you can keep up to date with what we have. And thank you so much for stopping by in advance. It's always nice to hydrate when you're playing. Oh boy, these guys. Luckily you can duck. So again, you just want to be careful, and you don't want to walk in front of these guys. Now what I could do... I took that hit, that was my fault. Time this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So again, this would be harder if I didn't have Grannie. So really, just do... Oh. Took that hit, but luckily I have the checkpoint, so we're good. We're good. Alright. So now what I want to do is I want to take that. Take that there. Now what I want to do is I want to... duck. Jump over. There we are. So we got Mr. 4-hit over here. Ooh, boy, that was a risky move. Alright. But we made it through, so we're good. Risky jump, but you gotta do it. Jump over. And boom. Alright. Another stage. So yeah, it's really just avoiding the ghost, because that's all you can do. And once you play it safe, you're good to go. Seriously tough, Bones? Yeah, I mean, these would be harder if you played as the main character. But with Grannie, you do have a bit of an advantage. Alright. So now with these platforms... So again, the guns do nothing. I like these guys' faces. They're very dopey. Ooh, that was a tricky jump actually. I could have been hurt there. So again, you want to time your jump right when now this may be tricky. Actually, okay. It's not as bad. There we go. 1, 2. There we are. Avoid him. I don't want to get the checkpoint until I have every sprite. Well, got hit by accident, but it's fine. Alright. Now I've got 10 bullets to deal with enemies. And luckily, unlike the 3DS version, in the 3DS version you do have, I think it's 4 minutes to complete a stage, so you do also have the crunch of time. Timing. There we are. So yeah, with these guys, you don't necessarily have to... Ooh, took that hit. Alright. Wasn't fast enough. That's alright, we got a checkpoint, so we're good. Ooh, I almost messed that up. It's easier, yeah. It definitely plays more to Granny's strengths, than the Granny stages do, because the Granny stages are made with her in mind, so for sure. There we are. Now I've got one more hit, so unless I'm super goofy and decide to get hurt, I should be fine. So let me just wait for him to come back this way. I'll jump over, and boom. Alright. Making some good progress. I do think these stages are different than the main ones. There may be some similarities in layout, but I think they are quite different. Right, jump over. Ooh, this is a new enemy. I haven't seen this enemy before. Okay. This is new. Luckily, the extended hover works. So that definitely helps. Alright. So I want to time this. Kaboom. So this is more about timing than anything else. So now you'll notice though, these guys on both platforms, and the next platform is going to be ice. So I'm going to have to time this jump just right. I'm going to jump right now. And then boom. So it's just timing. Gotta wait for them to cross this way. Kaboom. And I'm home free. Now again, with Granny, this is even easier. Because now I have, you know, the boost. So that makes things a lot easier than they need to be. But if you have it, you might as well use it, right? And then here, as long as you duck, you're fine. They won't hurt you. So again, the game is tough, but it's not unfair. That's the key factor here. I don't think any of the mechanics are ever unfair. Alright, go here. Now, if I'm good enough... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm not going to cheat. Or it's not cheating, but... taking advantage of the mechanic. There we are. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Got 100. And there we are. Very good timing. Thank you, Bones. It's... observation, you know, you see the pattern once or twice, you kind of get a gist for how it is. And this is how it was for old games, you know, Bones, Cassandra as well. You know, we grew up in an era of games where it really was about trial and error. And what I mean about trial and error is it's just like this game. Like if you, let's say you play Super Mario Brothers or Mega Man, there were many sections where there'd be, at first glance, it would be some type of impossible challenge where you think you see 5 different obstacles going at the same time. There's no way to get through it. But by observing the patterns that they use, you know, moving around or, you know, platforms disappearing, reappearing, you start to understand that there is a perfect time to get through it without being hurt or falling to your doom. So it's just those old school mechanics that are, you know, they're buried deep within us because we grew up with them. So they really serve us well in cases like this. But I appreciate it, Bones. Thank you. All right. Spooky, spooky music. Gotta watch out here. Jump even further into the background. Now again, because I have Granny, I don't necessarily have to deal with these guys. So that does, now if I had the normal guy, I would have to shoot the little guy, jump up, but I don't necessarily have to do that, because I have Granny. So that actually makes things a lot easier. It's an unintentional effect. But you might as well take advantage of what you have. Alright, so now I want to go up here. Now this guy... I hear some turrets, so that'll be fun. Alright. So my question is, do I go... Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to go left. So... Once he jumps over there... Want to duck down. Just in case. There we are. Luckily, the turrets only face one way. And with the hover, I could bypass him. Hover, hover, jump, duck. Actually, this one. Actually, you need to have the hover to get this part. Or the boost, I should say. So luckily, we had that. There we are. Now again, I could use the gun to get rid of... I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, I suppose. Is, I would get rid of the turret on the left, jump over to the right. But I don't necessarily have to. Alright, so I want to time this. Alright, I took the hit. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so what I want to do here... Duck. Duck, jump, duck. Hover. 100, and there we are. Complete. We're doing pretty good, right? We're doing pretty good. I'd like to say so. But you know what, before I proceed, let me, and I forgot to do this, let me post this on my socials here. Duck, duck, goose. I mean, yeah, you could say that the timing for this is very similar to a game like that, or even Marco Polo, you know, it's a rhythm. It's a rhythm. That's basically what it all boils down to. With any platforming game, worth its salt. Well, as you said, Bones, these levels are definitely nowhere near as challenging as the Granny ones. But it's nice. It's nice to really, you know, it's a casual zipping through. But I mean, they're challenging if you rush through it. But as long as you take the time to observe what's going on, you should be fine. So you know what? Let me just put this on my personal socials. I wish there was a way to automate this, but kind of a dinosaur when it comes to that, so I wouldn't know. So, out of curiosity, for those of you watching, has seeing me play this game maybe given you any interest in pursuing the game yourself? Because, you know, it's quick. This was originally meant to be a portable game. It was on 3DS. So it's not a super long game. You could beat it, you know, oh, I'd say about 2-3 hours, assuming, you know, you're good enough with the platforming. But, you know, it harkens back to, you know, you don't necessarily need to have those 100, 500-hour epic quests that a lot of games tend to do nowadays. Especially with people who have a lot of busy lives, things going on. Something like this is a nice little piecemeal game. You know, you get a maybe half hour's worth, 20 minutes, or whatever it may be, and move on to, you know, your daily chores and daily schedule, and you just pick it up as you go. You know, it's nice to get it in small chunks which a lot of games don't allow you to do that these days, so... Alright, so one more thing. Let me just post this on another social here. Just bear with me one sec. I guess now would be a good time to ask, what games are any of you playing this week? Playing anything new? Have you discovered anything new? Or are you going back into your backlog of games? I'll tell you what, my backlog is near infinite, so... Rushing is not the way to get through the game for sure. I definitely give it a whirl. And like I said, if you look at the description here on the YouTube, I do have a link for the game on Steam if you're looking to get it there. I don't need to add any more games to my backlog. We do own it though. Thomas played it. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's fun because it is very old school, you know? And a lot of these old school games... Duck. Ooh, okay, alright, you know what? We're gonna do that over. That was my fault. Here we go. This is what we're supposed to do. It's very old school in the challenge, you know? And some people may not... It may not be for everyone. Might not be for everyone's cup of tea. But I love it. It reminds me of Mega Man... And oh, I took that. I was too slow with that. You know, those kinds of challenges really put a smile on my face. It's very... It's like, you know, you don't see that anymore. Rarely, at least, in games. Geez, I bought more games. Backlog is even worse. I hear you, Bones. You know, I will say that because of the lockdown and COVID, I've actually been good, and I really haven't bought any games at all. I don't think, well, at least any physical games in the past year. Outside of Streets of Rage 4, that's it. I was playing some more New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe before. Every time I've been playing Spirit of the North, Maple barks like crazy. So I had to take a break from that one. Okay. I still haven't seen your footage of that game just yet, but I've been seeing the Mario stuff, and I like how you're finding all the secret stages. Are the secret stages you're finding, or the secret exits, I should say, are you finding that of your own accord, or are you looking that up, like in a strategy guide or walkthrough? Ooh, Mono Duck. There we are. Checkpoint. Nice. Checkpoints are always nice. Now, what will trip people up is walking. So the problem is these are ice, so, you know, if you start moving around, you're gonna get hurt. Luckily, I can recover. Now, normally, you would have to rely on the platform, but because I'm Grannie, I just need to have my extended hover and I'm good. So I can kind of bypass some of these platforming sessions here. Ordered Gunstar Heroes in Genesis, looking forward to playing that. Nice. That game is going up in value these days though, right? Did you get the cart only or did you get the box? Gunstar Heroes is a fantastic game. Very hard though, but fantastic. Great music. One of the few Genesis games, not to go into too much of a nerdy aside here, but it uses a lot of great sprite scaling, mode 7 effects. So what I mean by mode 7, if you're not of maybe my generation, mode 7 was kind of a graphical technique that made, like, let's say, you know, you're playing a game and your character's here. So mode 7 would then do like a special effect where your sprite would then grow, you know, grow in size. It was like an illusion, so to speak, to bring background objects into the foreground, or just take something that's normally this big and then make it that big. It was a really cool effect for its time, and Gunstar Heroes uses that a lot. So just re-remembering where everything is, basically. Oh, you played it on the Wii U, okay. My run-through that I did today of one of the levels was pretty rough, because I forget where the last star coin was and almost ran out of time. Okay. Hey, you know, it's been years since I played New Super Mario Bros. U, so I didn't remember that the stages had time limits. Yeah, it is going up. I already owned the box for it, got it in a lot. Nice. That's how you shop smart. You get the pieces as you go along. You do save money doing so. Alright, so now, big man on campus here. Want to jump over him. Hover. Ooh, now this is going to be tough. Alright. Gotta time this. There we are. Now again, I could bypass this if I wanted to, but we're going to try it the old-fashioned way. If I can jump. There we are. Always duck when in doubt. Alright, there's the exit right there. Again, just to be safe. You want to duck. And you don't want to move, because on the ice, the moving will trip you up. 100. Just wait for him to go down. And there we are. Another stage complete. Patience is key. As in life, patience will always get you to where you need to be. It may take you a little longer, but you'll get there with no problems. Alright. So now we've got some disappearing platforms. That could be a little trickier. We'll play it the old school way. We'll play by the rules. I mean, technically with the extended hover, I really could just go through and get it all if I wanted to. Alright, so these guys take 2 hits. At this point, I have to do it. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That was good enough. Now you could duck, see? Ducking is the safe way. Now, what I want to do is I want to try to get these as many as I can. Again, I don't have to follow all the rules because I have Granny. Still not cheating. I'm using just what the gameplay mechanics that it offers me with Granny, so that's fine. Alright, there we go. So yeah, this would be a lot tougher if you had the main character. Because you don't have anywhere near as much flexibility as you do with Granny. But that's why going through the trouble of unlocking Granny is so worth it. So, I mean, it's fair in that regard, where you go through the trouble of unlocking her, but, you know, it really is worth it. Because by the time you do it, you've earned it, you know? There we are. Hey, take your time, Cassandra. No worries. There we are. Kaboom. Another stage done. It was definitely harder without Granny, but you still did make it look less complicated. Well, you know, I like to try to break it down, if possible, to, you know, this is how this stage is, this is how that stage, or this pattern, you know, because, you know, in a normal playthrough, obviously if this weren't the stream, I'd be mentally telling myself that. But for the sake of the video game club, I do want to express how I'm getting through these little parts here and there. That way, you as an outsider, if you're watching, you're like, oh, okay, that's how you got through that little section. Okay, so you know what? Some of these are actually the stages, the original stage, just with added challenges. Alright, so... Oh. Premature jump there. Don't want to do that. Ooh, alright. I got hit. Sword and Shield Man. Want to watch out for him. Alright, again. You can duck. Ooh, ducking. Alright. He won't hit you. Ducking is fine. Checkpoint. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be a 2-tier jump. Background to foreground to foreground. Or background to midground to foreground. So I gotta time this just right. Boom. Though I do wonder if there was anything in that lava pit there. There was. I wonder. Now see, they're messing with you. Because now the midground is really messing with you as far as, because you think you're going to get hit by the lava, but obviously you're not. Boost comes in handy right here. Alright. Want to wait for them both to come down. We're at 93. Alright. So this one I'm actually going to have to jump in between. Any other time it would hurt me. There we are. Oh, wait a minute. The game is taking a little while to save. I hope it didn't crash. That would be a first. Did the game crash? I think it just did. Wow. Look at that. So that's a first. Where the game has crashed. Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay. Took a little longer than expected there to save. That's odd. I thought the game was going to crash. I've never had that before where the game takes longer than a second to save. Okay. Luckily, it recovered. But yeah, we're walking on through these stages here. We're going through one at a time. Again, for anyone watching, if you're curious about this game, it's called Mutant Mudds Deluxe. Mutant Mudds Deluxe. If you click on the description here on the YouTube channel, there is a link to purchase the game on Steam. Though I would recommend, if you are really curious to buy it, it tends to go on sale quite often. Anytime there's a Steam sale, it usually goes on for $4 or less. So, you know, absolutely worth every penny at that price. Close call, yeah. I was like, okay. Little worried there for a second. I guess we're just doing so good. The game is not keeping up. Ooh, that was a close call. All right. So again, with these guys, you can always duck. If you're unsure, then you're safe. So you don't have to move immediately. The appearances can be deceiving. And then these guys, just hover over. Again, you can always duck. If it makes you feel better. Then just time it. There you go. Duck. Then wait for him to pass over. Duck. Close call. That's fine. Checkpoint. Duck. Another close call. Alright. So now these guys... Now I don't think I can duck underneath the bullet. Alright. 1, 2. One, two. Alright, so now here I can duck. Again, if you stand, you will get crushed, so you definitely want to avoid that. And I got crushed. I didn't heed my own advice. Took too long. I paused. I should have been shooting while I'm hovering. That would be the easiest way to get around this. You cover more ground when you hover than you do when walking. Foolishly, I'm not taking that into account. Alright. I'll take the hit, that's fine. 1, 2. So definitely when you can, you want to hover, because you do cover more ground. Alright, so now here, you can duck. You'll be fine. And duck. Duck. Again, that is a safe zone. Time your jump. Duck. Now again, this can look intimidating, but again, as long as you duck in between, you are fine. Just be sure to time your jumps. Duck. So again, the psychological of it, the psychology will be what makes you trip up. But as long as you understand... Oh, a little too late. That was my fault. And there we go. Another stage complete. 10 out of 20, so we're technically halfway through. Steady pace, steady pace. Alright, so now with this... That was my fault for not going. There we are. When in doubt, duck. It's your best friend. That's just timing. Ooh, took that hit. That's fine. And you know what? I can take that hit again. Because I want to go up the other way. You want to watch out for these. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, boom. Alright. Checkpoint. So this is just going to be a series of watching out for spikes. Whoops, that was my fault. Just follow the path. Fall down. Again, you just don't want to touch the spikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. Now here, I want to jump this way. That way I have the head start. Again, this could mess with you because... Whoop. The foreground and the background kind of blend in and mess with you. Always duck. Then just jump in reverse. Duck. Wait for when he's close. There we go. All about patterns. So, you know, the biggest key I can give is just observing the timing. There's usually a 1 second, 1.5 second window where you can traverse it safely. Always remember to stay hydrated when you play. I'm having some water myself. And as someone who used to never like drinking water, I've realized that it is quite important. So get your water in now while you can. Alright, jump over. Now, it's giving me one of those guns where I can get rid of these guys. I'm gonna have to get rid of him because he is in my way. 1, 2. Oh boy, that was a close call. 1, 2. Oh, I took that hit. All right. Luckily with the extended hover, that wasn't really an issue. Checkpoint. Make sure you don't jump in the yellow because that will bring you to the foreground. Just make sure you get all the sprites first. Now this guy, I could wait for him to go. There we are. So I don't necessarily have to waste my ammo on him. Now him, I don't think I can duck over, so... just have to time it. Now I will say the PC version has a really cool depth of field effect that allows me to see, you know, foreground and background. But again, on the 3DS, it was really cool. Like, the effect was very effective, and very immersive. It's a shame you can't replicate it. But, if you do have a 3DS, again, I do recommend getting this game on there. It is really cool to check out. Alright, so you want to duck again. Again, the background is made to mess with you. Kind of hard to tell what's what. But there's this one guy with the eye. Now the two little wing guys. Again, make sure you don't jump in the middle or else it'll throw you into the background. Thank you, Bones. Yeah, it's just about staying calm. You know, that's the best advice I can give to anyone. Again, duck. Ducking is your friend. Sometimes it's a little hard to see because these guys kind of blend into each other, but there we are. Duck. What am I at? 99, so I have one more. There we are. 100. So again, admittedly, that's a little hard to tell what's in the plane that you're in. But once you get that initial sticker shock out of your mind, you can start to see who's who and where's who's where. Oh, I hear the guys with the clouds. Our friends who like to blow everyone away. Again, duck. Alright, so this one. There we are. It's a bit of a tricky jump. Just out of curiosity, is there anything here? Whoop. Alright. I didn't mean to get hurt there. That was just curiosity, but there is something up there. Which I'll get to eventually, I'm sure. Alright, duck. Always your friend. Which this would have been the platform I'd be at now. Again, duck. So now this one could be a little tricky. But again, with Granny's hover, it's alright. It's not too bad. So now this guy, you just gotta be careful. Just stay out of his edges. Now again, you could do this the hard way, or you could do this the easy way. The easy way would be to use the rocket jump and then just hover. We're gonna try it the hard way. Again, with the previous game, remember, floating platform, as long as you stay on the edge, you're fine. And there you go. The game tempts you to jump into the middle, but that's what's going to get you more often than not, so... Duck. Oh, he got me. Alright. Alright. But you know what? I can get back. There we are. It's alright, Cloud. You can't get me. $64. Again, with these guys, they're more intimidating than they look. Just duck and plan out your route. As long as you get the apex of your jump, you are fine. There we are. This is a safe zone. One, two, all right. As long as you time that right, you're fine. And same thing, jump when they're towards you, that's easier. Duck. Timing's a bit crazy, but it's alright, you'll get through it. That was my fault. I jumped too prematurely. 94, 95, 96. Getting towards the end. 100. There we are. We are getting through. We are plowing through this. It's great. You know, it's not too challenging. The grannies are a lot challenging for sure. But you know what? If we can complete the ghost stages, I think that'll be really cool. A good way to top off our journey through Mutant Mudds Deluxe. Temptation is to jump immediately, but you don't want to do that. You want to get the sprites first. Then you can jump into the background. Now you want to watch out here because... Jump in the middle. Alright. Same thing. Jump. Duck. Take your time and assess. Luckily, with the extended hover, you have more time to assess and not worry. There you are. So you kind of want to time it when the wing guys go down. That's your opportunity to go. There we are. Boom. Alright, so you want to watch out with these. You want to be careful. You can duck under the bullet, so you're fine. Now you want to hover over near him on the edge, but you want to time it so that it's after a bullet. And, oh, that's alright. Tank the hit, that's fine. Take your time and duck. Same thing. Jump in the edge, that way he won't hurt you. Then you know what? I missed a big part. So you know what? No. We're doing that because we missed a bunch of sprites somehow. How do we get back there? I missed that whole section there. So you know what? We're gonna quit and we're gonna redo that stage. I missed the whole section. We can't have that. So we're gonna figure out where we went wrong. It was probably the cloud guys that maybe blew me into some other area. Alright, duck. Wait till they go down. That's the perfect time. There we go. There we are. Oh, the cloud. Alright, so he blows you into this foreground. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. I didn't pay attention to that. That's my fault. You know, take that hit, tank it, that's fine. I'd rather not waste the ammo if I don't have to. And my question is, how do I get over there? Ah, here we go. Okay, so I was just missing that one part. That's what it was. I was just missing that one section. That's all it was. Okay. Good recovery on my end. Figured it out. Welcome back, Cassandra. We're at 14 out of 20 of these ghost stages. We're getting there. I'd say we're making... Oh boy, these guys. Now see, the problem is I can't get rid of them now. But their bombs hurt just as much as they do normally. Gotta tank that hit. I didn't time it right. Jump over. A lot of spooky ghosts, Cassandra. Oh, these guys with the bombs. They're the worst. Alright, so I want to wait for him to be over here. That way I can jump that way. One, two, three. I want to wait for that little moment. There we go. 100. All right. Yes, ghosts, super spooky. See how Granny dances? Did you see that? So yeah, when you leave them idle, they'll do like a little animation. Granny dances. Granny's got the moves. All right, yet another stage. Little guys, want to watch out for them. There we are. So the game is telling me that I'm gonna have to hurt one of these guys. 1, 2. Oh, I thought I forgot they were 3 bullets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's the worst. He is the worst. Alright. I don't want to fall into the spikes. I definitely don't want that. 1, 2. There we are. Oh. And the checkpoint was right there, too. Alright, so this one is trickier. No doubt about it. It's amazing how these little guys can be such an annoyance. Alright, so I forgot these guys take 3 hits, but what I could do... I could technically cheat the system with Granny's hover. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And again, I could cheat the system again if I wanted to. If I really wanted to. I mean, again, I'm not really cheating because these are abilities all given to me, so I could use them at my own leisure. Ooh, that was my fault. There we go. Checkpoints. Jump over them. Hover over. Save myself. Haha. You always have a safety net with Granny. Any good plans this weekend? No, I mean... I don't know. I may go see my nephews, but... I know it's supposed to be rather cold this weekend, so... I don't know, I'm not quite sure. Timed that really well. Duck. Duck. Jump, hover, duck. Watch out for this guy. We're at 86. Alright. So I wanna go this way. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was the pits. But yeah, I don't know. I may just make it a nice, chill, relaxing weekend. Nothing wrong with that. There's no reason to have super plans everywhere you go. How about yourself? What have you got going on this weekend? Duck. Duck. Follow him. At least now I can tank more hits, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Alright. Gotta be careful now. There we are. Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with not having anything going on. Especially this day and age. Better to just hunker down. Stay safe indoors. Call some friends. Have some virtual meetups. Snuggle up at home. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, 16 out of 20. So now we're going out into space. Oh boy. Whoop. Those guys are evil. Alright. Wait for them to go that way. Don't want to jump too high, because if I touch those beams, I'm done for. Ooh, timed that just right. But I want to go back. Checkpoint. Alright. Again, always duck with these guys. That's your safe spot. Jump when they're coming near, when they're making their other revolution. That's what gives you the most time. Then duck. Duck. Ducking is your best friend. Alright, so we're at 88. We have 2 more hits to tank. I want to wait for this guy to go down. There we go. $100. Alright. Space level 1. Complete. Oh, we're getting there. What time is it right now? 5:20. We got 40 minutes. I think we can do this. Thank you for coming along on the ride with me for this Mutant Mudds journey. You know, I think unlocking Grannie was well worth it. All right. Luckily with Granny's extended hover, And you can duck here. Again, always duck. Duck, and you're fine. Luckily, my boost helped me out there. I would have fallen into the laser. This is why we're using Grannie. She gives you a lot of fail-safes. Alright. Now we could blast some ghosts temporarily. Duck. Oh, took that hit. That's alright. Didn't have a lot of time, so we had to do it. It's all good, Bones. It's all good. I appreciate you coming back, though. Thank you. Yes, Cass. Grannie. I like how we have the Grannie icon. Alright. Again, always duck at the corner. You're safe. You won't get hit. There we got the checkpoint. Alright, so you'll see this one here. I guess you need Grannie, because there's no way to feasibly do this. Unless... Oh, you know what? That is a platform. I never even bothered to know that. Alright. So you can actually jump on top of those things. I guess that's how you're supposed to traverse it normally. Jump when it's coming near you. Alright. So now this guy could be tricky. Ooh, just in time. Close call. Chores, organizing, and relaxing, hey. You know, as long as some progression is made during the weekend, it's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. So I want to watch out for this guy. I want to duck. Whoop. So you know what? Doing that... I've got one more hit in me. Some of your packages? Nice. What are you waiting on? If you don't mind my asking. Is it like game related or... Alright, so the easiest way to deal with him is that. Luckily I can boost. Ooh, alright. Close, but we did it. Alright, 2 more ghost stages. Look at you two, waiting on cool stuff in the mail. The best thing I've got in the mail is letters, spam letters, and about how I can help my arthritis or whatever it may be. So good on you. Genesis cases? Nice, if you don't mind my asking, which ones are you waiting for? Alright. Second to last ghost stage, right here. Alright, so I want to make a double jump to get these, and then go back. Oh, this guy. Where did he come from? Wow. Oh, that was my fault. Streets of Rage? Okay. Streets of Rage 1, 2, or 3? Gaming stuff and jewelry? Okay, nice, nice. General Chaos, Paperboy, 6-pack. Fantasia. Oh, the 6-pack with, was it? Streets of Rage 1, Sonic, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, Golden Axe, and Hang On? If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the 6-pack. I could be wrong. I think it's those 6. Oh, that is it? Okay. I wasn't sure. Luckily I got it right. Alright. Double hop. Get these. And now Mr. Bomb Man is over. Oh, that okay. Oh, even ducking won't save you. Okay. I thought it would help. At least I know now. Just gotta make a mad dash. Wait for the other one to pass by. Tell you what, Mr. Bomb Man, his placement is quite devious, if I don't say so myself. Alright, so I want to wait for him to pass. Ooh. Oh. Ugh. Thought I can get by without a hit. But I got the checkpoint now, so we're good. Streets of Rage number 1. Did you see that cool Tekken slot machine? No, I haven't. It's amazing the oddities that people find. Or are in possession of. Oh, I forgot to duck. That was my fault. That was my fault. I took too long, but luckily we got the checkpoint. Oh man, he is the worst. Rewind. Alright. 100. There we go. one more. One more. It was pretty sweet. They are asking 300, which is so tempting, but I already have 3 full-size slot machines. Jeez, Cassandra. You have a museum in your house. What is this? Here I am thinking I have a arcade 1-up Mortal Kombat 2 machine. And I think that's the cream of the crop. Oh boy. That's small stuff. Alright, this guy. Now, pro tip. With Granny, I could bypass him if I wanted to. I don't even have to deal with him. Pro tip, you just saw right there. I could bypass that whole shebang. Pretty sweet. And you know what? I could probably bypass this whole thing too. Why not? Make it easier for me. You just jump in between. Hover. Oh, I was too close. Alright, but you know what? It at least saved me a little bit. There we are. Now this is going to be tricky. Because these guys, I'm going to have to... Oop, there we are. 1, 2, 3. All right. I have Machine Gun Santa and Penguin Paradise, and the third slot machine I forgot about until a few months ago when I found it in the basement. Couldn't tell you what that one is offhand. Machine Gun Santa is the best one. I'll send you a video of it in actions. I've never heard of it. Did you just find these in just tag sales, or how'd you go about acquiring these? Alright, Mr. Tell you what, I didn't even notice the little guy was there. Man. Oop. I could have sworn I hit a checkpoint. Wow. No checkpoint. Okay. Could have sworn I did. I was too slow for that one. That was my fault. Alright, skip you. One, two. There we are. Don't have to worry about getting hit by these guys. Ah. Try not to get hit. Oh, that wasn't a checkpoint then. Okay, okay. Tricky. Alright. Alright, so I want to get checkpoint. There we are. Still have 7 shots in my defeat ghost gun here. Tag sales. My selling machine is a Japanese token styled BB Junkie. 30 to 50 bucks. It's nothing special, but nice to have in my collection. The one in the basement has got to go at some point. I actually bought a Mega Touch off the marketplace recently, but it's a project piece and don't think it's going to work without hard-to-find parts. Always wanted one, and for 25 I had to take the gamble, but it's going to end up being a huge paperweight. Missed tag sailing? I've never gotten to bug for it, so honestly I can't say I missed it. But I've never really been a collector in that regard, with like just going to tag sales and looking for things. I'm going through that right now, finding parts for my laser-active Laserdisc player. Yeah, I saw that, is it the Street Fighter 2 animated movie that you found on Laserdisc Bones? That's really cool. Pretty darn cool. Again, oh, wait, can't duck on that one. So just gotta move while these guys are doing their thing. This guy... want to get him at the right time. Now, if you remember in the original version of the stage, you don't see the ghosts, the little guys here, so they do amplify the difficulty. Whoop. All out of my gun. Whew. That was a close call. Man. That was rough. Oh, I took that jump like a fool. That was completely my fault. Misjudged that one. Time it right. 1, 2, 3. Luckily, it's not too far away, so could have been a lot worse. But this guy, I definitely have to take care of. Totally missed those shots. All out of guns. Alright. You literally only have enough to shoot those 2 enemies. Cover. Duck. Duck. Now, I don't, because I could boost cover to make things easier. I could do the same thing here, Make a safe landing. One, two. There we go. 100. Achievement unlocked, no pressure. Wowza! Where did you find these spooky water sprites, Max? Ah, Max is the name of the character. I'm not sure how this happened, but I don't care. We'll get those filthy muds wherever they try to hide. Good work. Look at that. We have completed the ghost stages. I also got an achievement called Wowza. So yeah, the only thing left would be the Granny stages. So we'll do maybe 1 or 2, depending on how much time permits here. So we're almost at the 6 o'clock mark. If you went to tag sales with me, you would catch the bug. No, I think not, because I've been really good in the past couple years defining what do I really need, especially now in the world we live in. I think it's even more paramount now to not spend on things you don't essentially need, like things you don't need. So, as nice as it would be to, like, you know, get a Sega Saturn game or a toy from my youth, I don't really need that. So I've been able, luckily, to compartmentalize my impulse buys to just say no, or to avoid those things altogether. You've seen my pickups. I need video games. I mean, I went through a few tag sales, you know, years ago. I'd say maybe around 2011, 2012. And the only things I would really find are maybe PS2 games. So, you know, it's just like, I guess you need to know where to go, for one. What places or what cities or towns are more ripe for those types of things. But yeah, luckily I've been able to just shut off that part of my brain that says, I need this, I need this, I need this. Alright. Granny levels. Where are they? This is the Virtual Boy one. See, now it's weird, because I'm so used to the ghosts now, but I'm not remembering that I can actually get rid of these enemies. 1, 2, 1, 2. Feels liberating. Ah, there it is. It's in the background right there. So we just need to get to the background to be able to do so. That'll be right here. 1 and 2. Town-wide sale? Honestly, I don't follow the scenes, so I wouldn't know, to be quite honest with you. I wouldn't know. I'd be lying to you if I said I knew. Woo! Alright. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot these guys are 3. You know what? I can actually get rid of him right off the get-go, so that makes things easier. 1. Nope, 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 no. That doesn't work. Alright. Oh, this guy. This guy. The bane of my existence. Mr. Bomb Man. But it's alright, I can deal with you. Alright, so checkpoint over there. Oh wow, the end of the stage is right there. That seems rather anticlimactic now. Okay, that was an easy one. Or maybe because the ghost stages now, it's easier now by default. Interesting. What do you guys think? Have I leveled up? Or was that just an easy one? Can't mess with the all-powerful Grannie. Where is... Oh, okay, this is one that I couldn't get to before. Probably just an easy one. Yeah. We'll see. Oh, that was foolish of me. I'm not sure why I did that. I may pay the price for that foolish mistake a little bit later. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, boy. Alright. Spikes are back, and look at this, now I've got to time it with a boost. Oh boy, alright, so I wanna... There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hover back. Alright, got rid of him. I want to get rid of these guys. 1, 2, 3. My problem is if I hover, if I boost. You know what, I could do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was a close jump. Oh boy, alright. Get rid of you. Yes. Thank you for being all-powerful, Grannie. There we go. I think because of the ghost stages now, I've realized the full potential of Grannie's power. And now I'm just I'm laughing as they try to get me. 5:51. All right, we got about 10 minutes here. Question is, where is the Grannie stage here? We'll just have to find out. Okay, so it's not there. Aha, there it is. All right. Thank you, Bones. And I appreciate you coming on by and watching. It's awesome. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. Okay. So the easiest thing to do here would be to just get the turret guy first. One, two, three. That would be the easiest. Ooh, okay. So now I gotta time this with the hammers. Time that. All right. Yeah, I think it's been a pretty fun journey because, you know, I think this game, what it does really well is it progresses your skills in an organic way. All right, so now but I want to get him because he's a meanie. So what you want to do is you want to go through that first. And then get him after. Because he's a meanie. Now this guy is gonna be tough. I think I'm just gonna have to go through. I'm not gonna have enough time to hit him. Because it's gonna be so short. There we are. Ooh, okay, so this is timed different. 1, 2. Okay. There we are. Close. I hope I don't mess this up. Alright. Cool. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Kaboom. All right. Making some good progress. Making some good progress. So we got 556. You know what? We can do one more. You know, I will be right back. I just need to grab something real quick. Off screen. Be right back. All right. Bravo. Thank you, Bones. Thank you. You know, if anything, this game is a really good way to sharpen your skills for platforming. So, if you ever decide to play Mega Man or DuckTales or any type of old platforming game, I think the skills from here would definitely translate. Oh, whoops. Alright, so the level is right there. Okay. Got hit by, rushing through. That's my mistake. Alright, so now, to get through to this part of the stage, I'm gonna go up, go over, kaboom. Oh, luckily my health is refilled. Alright. Alright. Got you. Checkpoint so soon. Interesting. Oh. Being able to get those bomb guys just feels so satisfying. It really does. Nothing like it. Might I say it's the most satisfying thing I've seen in this game so far. Nope, that didn't work. Close. Very close. Alright. So I don't want to hover until the last second. And ideally, I want to get rid of the bomb guys first. Ooh, the end of the stage is right there. Look at that! Wow, we're making good time here. All right, so ideally, I want to get rid of the sword guy first. He's the biggest threat, so I want to time this right. Haha! Alright. There we go. Alright, look at that. So, right on time at 6:01. We completed 4 more Granny stages. We completed all 20 Ghost stages. So, you know what? I think Granny will do a nice little dance for you. Because we did good. We did really good. I'd like to say we did a bang-up job. There's the old school basics to which it is lacking in most new games today. Memorizing and timing is so old school. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I loved about it. Because again, I played this when it first came out on the 3DS back in 2012, 2013, I'd like to say. And I really liked it back then. And again, with the 3DS, with the 3D option, it really does look especially the Virtual Boy stages. Like I said before, I think this would have been the perfect way for Nintendo to release the Virtual Boy games on the 3DS. Would have been a no-brainer, because the technology was there to emulate that look without giving you the eye strain and the headaches. But yeah, wow, okay, so yeah, we're gonna stop it here. I figure, you know, I can complete the other stages on my own, or maybe, yeah, you know, we've already done 3 sessions, I think, of this, but I don't know, I guess I'll leave the floor to you. I mean, I did kind of market this as the last time I'd play this, but we're getting there. I mean, we made a good chunk of progress either way. Alright, so let me see. To exit this game, we made some, might I say, darn good progress. We did really good. So, can move on. we did good, you know, and it's on the road to 100%. So, you know, the question is, what do I do next week? I was thinking, there was one game that I tried out. I never played it live. Cassandra may know. It's a Super Monkey Ball clone. It's called Paper Ball. It's an indie game on Steam, which is very similar to Super Monkey Ball. So I'm thinking of doing that because, you know, I want to do a variety of games. You know, I don't want to be tethered to just one genre or one particular style. So I'm thinking I'll do that next week. Paper Ball. It's instead of a monkey in a ball, it's a big ball of yarn, but it's very, very similar to Super Monkey Ball. So yeah, it's you know, and the ideal is to, or the idea I should say, is to also gain awareness of games that maybe are under the radar. You know, I could always play or broadcast the more mainstream games here. So I think it's a really cool win-win to show off maybe smaller indie titles that you may not be aware of. And you're like, oh, okay, hey, that's really cool. So let's see. You should complete them on your own at some point, though, just so you can say you did it. Yeah. You've been beating a lot of games lately. You did great, not good. Oh, thank you, Bones. Thank you. Appreciate it. You know what? Round of applause, I think, collective round of applause for everyone. You know, for just for hanging out and cheering me on, you know, because it's a group effort, especially here at the Video Game Club. Even though I'm playing the games here on stream, we're all winners. By everyone being here in the chat and hanging out with us here, it's a group effort. So, thank you for cheering me on. And yeah, that is Mutant Mudds Deluxe. So, if at any point you want to check the game out, it is available on, to my knowledge, 3D. Well, it is on 3DS, but it was a digital title, so the eShop is probably no longer in service, so you probably can't get it. It is on PS4. It is on Switch, as Cassandra mentioned before. There is a physical version on Switch, but I believe it's also on the eShop for Switch. And on Steam. So if you want the Steam link, it is in the description. If you click on the description here for the stream, you can find the link to get it on Steam. Like I said, usually with any Steam sale, it tends to go on sale for $5 or less. Definitely worth it. I'd say so. It's a really fun game. And again, the type of game that you can play for 10-15 minutes, get your fill, and then play it next time. You know, you don't have to commit a lot of time to it. So you can play it in nice little bite-sized chunks, which is cool. So yeah, thank you so much again for, you know what, we're in the double digits now for NPL Video Game Club. This would be installment number 10. So, you know, round of applause for a little anniversary for double digits here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like I said, next week I think we'll start with Paper Ball, which is a Super Monkey Ball clone, but it's made by, I think, a team of 1 or 2 people, so it's really cool to see the ingenuity of indie developers. You know, they're not tethered to having these big, massive game studios of 100+, 1,000+ people. You know, because usually the problem with a lot of these big games is there's too many cooks in the kitchen. So when it's refined down to the bare minimum of a team, they're usually able to bring a lot more attention to detail and love and care into the development of a game. So it's always nice to see. But yes, I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by. Those of you who watched, those of you who interacted, Bones, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. We really do appreciate it. Cassandra, likewise, thank you so much for hanging out. The NPL Video Game Club. So if you like what you saw, or if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. And I'll always take a look and take feedback into account. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up button to let us know that we're doing a good job. Also hit the subscribe button so that way you are notified on the YouTube app when we go live or when new content is uploaded. So we'd really appreciate it. And as always, Video Game Club here on the Newark Public Library. It is every Friday, barring holidays, from 4 to 6 p.m. It's a cool thing. It's still relatively fresh, you know, but in a perfect world, I'd love to see a nice, solid community of people coming in, hanging out, giving suggestions, and just hanging out in the chat. But even so, those of you who do hang out in the chat, very much appreciated. Thank you for taking 2 hours out of your day to come hang out here with the Newark Public Library. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, please have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. You know, hang out, chill, and be safe and be true to yourself. So on behalf of the Newark Public Library, this is Aldo signing off. Please take care, and may you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and get your game on. Maybe check out some games you haven't played before. Mutant Mudds Deluxe, that'd be a good one to try out. Just saying. But yes, on a serious note, take care, have a wonderful weekend, and we will catch you next Friday, right here on the Newark Public Library Video Game Club. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.